ghost event. Ghost event? I'll search that. Man, look at all that. Look at that sun coming up. 4 a.m. and the sun's rising. Right? Come on, there's gotta be like another ghost thing around here. Aha! Right here. Here we go.
Millie, we gotta flee. Quick now. Millie! Millie, what's with ye?
I don't know. So, burning. Ah!
What? No. No, stay back.
Don't leave me.
Okay. So I guess this is showing us sort of a past events that took place on this island here. But still, we haven't completed it yet, so there must be some in the tower, I assume. Go around and start looting some stuff. Yeah, I don't have the viewer count up at all. I just use the MooBot dashboard, and that option is on there, but I don't have it turned on. But I do appreciate it though. I mainly just go by how active the chat is. If there's a lot of people in the chat, then I know that there's a good amount of people watching me. But I just go by just chat activity basically. Because early on when I started out, I had the viewer count up, and then I would be like, you know, I would be talking still, but then like when I would see like, oh, I got one viewer that's stopping by, like I would immediately perk up and be like, hey, so this is what we're doing, and stuff like that, and just like, cause knowing that they're there. But since then, that was early on. Since then, I just keep the viewer count off. I don't want to see that. I want to be talking the entire time that I'm broadcasting, which I normally do anyway. But I mean, you could tell that I perked up immediately. I don't think that's good. So I don't think there was anything up here. I don't think there shouldn't be any sort of ghosting thing, so we're just gonna have to enter the tower now. I don't believe I've missed out on any of these ghost things. Pretty much scour the area as much as possible. I mean, maybe we could save before, and then if it turns out that we missed one, then we can always reload. But, yeah. Best strategy. Viewers will come. Most important thing to do is have fun. This is true. And as you can tell by the way, how long that I've been broadcasting the past week, you can tell how much fun I've been having playing this game. So, but I hope you guys are enjoying The Witcher 3 as watching it as much as I enjoy playing it. I don't know, man. This game is like, it's so fun. We have like 29 hours into it, and like still, like maybe we've completed maybe like, I don't know, maybe like 10% or less of the game. Crazy.
The place is full of rats. As many dead as alive. Think they're feeding on...
Look, Geralt, stop. You needn't be so detailed.
So we're talking to Kira, who's a witch, and kind of a gorgeous witch, if I will say so myself. But She's communicating with us through an item. We can't talk to her, but she can talk to us. But if she calls us, we can talk to her, but we just can't call
Peasants
her.
didn't come here to ask nicely.
She's the one that sent us over here. So. Because his count is over 9,000. Reminds you of WoW meets Skyrim. There's a lot to do. Like, I mean, let's just quickly show this. So this is just the area where I am. We have all of this. All these question marks are things that we can go and check. They're not side quests. They're just kind of like places of interest, if you will. Go up. Got all of this. This is, I guess, one of the main cities in Velen. All these yellow things are notice boards, which you can get side quests from. Whoops. But it is a really large area, and as you can see, we have a lot to do. And I will try my best to do everything in here and make it as entertaining as possible. So, smaller map than Morrowind, this is true. I mean, that wasn't the world map, that was just the particular place on the map. This is the world map. I don't know if there's other places that pop up, there might be. But anyways, that's what it looks like. But yeah, I do agree that you get a little bit discouraged when you're watching the viewer count as you're streaming. So don't do that. Just turn on the stream, have the chat open, and stream.
Where's that noble? Lying here, quiet as a mouse, head split open like a rotted pumpkin. More like a peasant now, sloshing around in his own blood and shite. Be nothing noble about him. Too quick a death they gave him. Should have been made to suffer. He's not the end of it. Sons can suffer for it, and a daughter. To the top!
To the top. So we're following these guys' journey as well.
Blood. Many must have died here.
But definitely, Morrowind was a game that I was been interested in. Holy crap, what the heck? Did you guys hear that, door knocking? There be ghosts in this tower. I kind of want to go down. What's down here? I am intrigued. Take my green lantern. Whoa. Alright, man, we got some activity. I am you guys are watching Ghost Hunters. Geralt of Rivia. Just me and a camera. That's about it. We're investigating potential paranormal activity in here. That show, man.
Rich folk. Doubt I'll ever understand them. Keeping rats in cages like rabbits.
Let him out, maybe? Like to die of hunger if we leave him there.
I'd sooner burn the vermin. Releasing him's not like to bring no good. Imagine the harm they'd do if they swam back to the village.
Swam? Rats? How do you figure they'd do that?
You needn't fret for 'em. Clever little bastards. Clever than you.
They seem sluggish to you. Got the mange, maybe? Oh, and that stench!
So it looks like there's probably another another event that we can watch is probably up farther up in the tower. Yeah, the viewer count does take some time to refresh, so. Ah. Could this be the last event?
Don't start, Annabelle. Back to your craft. Always
Annabelle.
bending my ear about fool peasants. I'll not hear of them again.
We can actually talk
That
to it.
simpleton
looks like.
turned your head, but one Graham hardly makes the rest courtly, one and all.
My lord, peasants. They're through the door in the tower.
Oh, did the peasants, look at all these flies around here. Some sort of bugs. Rotten food. What the heck? Oh, we still got a ways to go up in the tower. Open those candles look like they just turned on. This is a pretty creepy tower, man. What's it look like out here? Oh, Geralt, don't fall there. Treasure! It's a bunch of crafting material. Not anything I'm interested in. Pretty good. Guess we'll watch another scene.
Gold! Piles of it! Oh, won't do the dead any good now, will it? Strange it's still here. The noble died a time ago. Who's that? Show yourself. Anyone there? Who? Who are you?
And that's his body. Well, we got 100 for that one. 100 experience. So real quick, what is the summary of this quest really quickly? Oh yeah, it's cursed. That's what it is. Most of mice scurried into the tower and proceeded to devour everything, including Sarad, his court, and his resident mage, Alexander. They have always been haunted since the day, and fishermen fear to sail the lake. Yeah, so we just gotta lift the curse. That's what it is. Rats. I'm just gonna say if I came across a rat in real life, probably freak out a little bit. Because if I get scared of just like any bugs at all, just bugs in general, I'd be like the ladies standing up on a table or a chair to get away from rats. Yep, that's me. That's me. You own rats? Really? Oh, did you see that Haunted Mansion painting thing going? Rest in pepperonis. EB69, what?
Where are you? Have you got to the laboratory at the top of the tower yet?
Nope.
I'm at the top. Nothing here that looks like a laboratory.
Then you've not reached the highest level. Look for a passage.
Oh yeah, I see something up there. I don't think I've ever seen them on your stream. I don't think so. I probably just don't show up at the right time.
Someone dragged something across the floor, or dragged it from one wall to the other, repeatedly.
Puzzles, puzzles. Oh, look, someone's handprint. Can I use the lantern up there, or? That's it probably leads up there. That's probably where it is, up there. They're Dumbo rats. Bigger than the average sewer dweller. I'll have to check them out then. Interesting name for a rat. As a type of rat. The Dumbo rat. Are their ears quite large?
Looks like a
Here's
laboratory.
the laboratory.
Pretty well equipped, too.
What kind of sick creations do you make in here? Look, there's bodies in here. Heard a woman crying just now. This has to be the last one. There's a lot of things we need to look at in here. Uh-oh. I didn't mean to see this cutscene.
Why did you leave? You claimed to love me. I'm cold. Why has no one come for me? I cannot leave this place. I see no way out. Who are you? Do you seek to hurt me as well?
No need to fear me. Yeah, but would you truly believe somebody that says, "Do not fear me"? About the first rat, she was pregnant and ended up with 9 babies. Holy crap. Ears are more round than a normal rat and slightly larger. Kind of like a mouse with a slightly bigger body. Interesting. Definitely have to let me know the next time you have them on stream, and let me know and I can come check them out.
I'm a witcher. I want to lift the curse that grips this island. Your turn to tell me who you are. The other ghosts, they couldn't see me.
I'm special. Always was. The rare beauty. The Lord's daughter. These lands, as far as the eye can see, were ours. My family and I, we hid in the Major's Tower to await the war's end, the end of hard times. It was not to be forever.
Mage of the Tower, who was he?
Mage who lived here. Who was he?
Alexander? I hardly knew him. He spent most of his time locked away in this tower. He's dead too, you know. They're all dead. Mountains of corpses, yet I stand here alone, all alone. They've all abandoned me. Even he who promised me everlasting love. You will abandon me as well.
If I can lift the curse, you yourself will be free to leave. Tell me what happened here. Peasants sailed to the island to ask for food. Is that true?
No. They came to rob and kill. They thought us rich, believed we'd stowed ourselves away here to laugh at their misery. Yet we had little food as well. Too little to share with those who came. They slaughtered everyone. I heard my father cry out, but the mage told me not to reveal myself or let anyone in. He gave me a potion. If I was discovered, I was to drink it. He said everything would be all right.
But it wasn't. I want to ask both of these questions, but let's take it one thing at a time. The potion.
What kind of potion was it? Remember its smell? What it looked like?
I remember only that I feared to drink it.
Didn't trust the mage?
In the village, they claimed he meddled in disease. Not curing it, but causing it. They said he lured rats into the tower, infected them with the Catriona. Only rumors, surely, but I was afraid. So horribly afraid. And then I heard him. My beloved Graham. He called to me. I opened the door for him, but others rushed in. They lunged at me and...
Try to send me a pic. Alright, that option works as well. I didn't even think about that. Derp.
Your beloved failed to save you. Why?
There were too many. Leave her be, he shouted. He grabbed at them, tried to stop them. They just laughed.
Did they hurt you?
My arms tore at my dress. I managed to free myself and drink the potion, and then... nothing.
Poisoned? That how you died?
No, for I later awoke. I was alone, it was dark. Only there were rats. Everywhere. Dozens. Hundreds. And I couldn't move.
Sleeping potion. Effects hadn't worn off yet. You were paralyzed.
They were everywhere. All over me like insects. My face, my hands. I felt them rip open my skin, then crawl into my stomach.
Ugh.
They tore me apart, and I could not even scream.
That's horrible.
Have I not suffered enough? Why can't I leave this place?
Sounds like a horrible way to die.
Can you talk to the island's other specters?
No, I'm alone here. The others, they flee when they see me. I know not why. You do not fear me, do you?
No. Used to dealing with ghosts. Though, gotta admit, there's something about you. You're different.
Different. It's true.
You weren't the last to die on this island. Found a fresh corpse in the tower.
The island's a dangerous place. Folks should not venture here. I too wish to leave.
The dead man. Looked like a monster had attacked him, recently. The tower home to anything else?
How am I to know? There's lots of wraiths here. I hear them whispering every night.
Not talking about ghosts. A monster who hunts here. You must have noticed something.
I don't know. I've noticed naught. Why do you ask? Why must you press me so? You're to be my savior, not my tormentor.
Wow. Chill out, ghost lady.
How can I help you?
A curse born of hatred binds me to this place. Only love's power can hope to lift it. But who could love a wraith?
And your beloved, he dead too?
Graham? No, he lives. I would know if he died. But he fled and abandoned me. Left me here all alone.
Maybe you could strip the curse of its power by forgiving him. You might cleanse the Isle. Your beloved, who is he? A noble son?
No, a poor fisherman. My father objected, strongly. He did not see us together. I miss him so. Each night I walk to the island shore to gaze upon the village. Does he remember me still?
Said before you can't leave the tower.
Did I? You must have misheard.
Uh-oh, caught in a lie.
I don't think so.
I don't know anymore. It's all a nightmare to me.
The curse is focused on you?
As I see it, you're the curse's focus. The other ghosts on the island, their auras aren't nearly as strong as yours. My medallion started pulsating as soon as we started talking.
I don't know what you mean, but you do seem to know some things. You could be right. My fate is tied to the Isle, I feel that. Perhaps because I am heiress of these lands.
It could be your blood ties to the land. The base of the curse, that is. If so, forgiving Graham, laying your resentment to rest should lift it.
I
love
loved
the
him.
lighting in here.
I'm prepared to forgive him. But I must know that he regrets what he did. Take my bones to him. He must bury them. This will be our farewell. Will you speak to him? Will you do this for me?
Need to look around. I would prefer to look around first before we do anything.
Really hope I can help. Need to look around first.
Whatever for? Not in the tower, but bones and rats. Don't leave me with them again.
I'll come back for you. You can be sure.
Very well, but come back soon. Don't keep me waiting.
Gotcha. I won't keep you waiting. I just wanted to look at the stuff in this room. Pictures that recently passed away. Aw. Sorry to hear about
When
that,
will
man.
this nightmare end?
I'll check that out in a second, because we're going to be taking a short break here anyway. So I can get up and refill my tea and all that stuff.
Alone. All have left me.
Let's see what's in here. Can I look at this?
Experimenting on humans. Never would have gotten away with it if the Conclave were still in charge.
When will this nightmare end?
Where's she at anyway? Probably should read these logs as well. Crossbow, I think I already have one. Might be better than the current one that I
All have
have.
left me.
Humans. Anything above here? Or is it like forbidden to come up here? Doesn't look like there's anything actually up here.
Kept in there until the end.
Wow.
What a shitty way to die.
I agree. Kept in cages. I don't think there's anything up here. I don't think you can climb. Probably not. Pretty nice looking view there. Alright, so there's nothing up here, so we'll have to talk to this.
When will this nightmare end?
It won't end. Oh, there's something to loot here. Ocean vial. Alright, let's read these notes really quickly. Then we'll take a short break. Beware of trolls, yeah. Oh, it's probably a... Is it quest? No, it's not. Good lord, where's it at? Jennifer's letter. Where are the notes, you fool? Maps. I didn't see what the notes looked like in particular. Burnt papers. It's not in there. No. It shouldn't be right here either. Huh. I don't see the notes. Brother missing. There were paper. Oh, Sage's notes right here. Is it? Seals, letter of help. Oh no, the mage. Alexander's log, part 1. Holy freak, that's a lot. Day 237. My experiments continue to return results I must consider unreliable. Methodological errors are not at fault. The problem lies in the shoddy and fallible research material I am forced to work with. Despite his prior assurance, Sarad is unable to provide me with enough moderately healthy specimens for my tests. Most of the material is starved and terrified, have been dragged here straight from the dungeon. Darkest dungeon? I waste a great deal of time daily washing and deluging them before I will so much as let them step foot into my laboratory. Sterility first. As Marty Sodgerin managed to to prove in her little known work, the attitude of a patient undergoing treatment can have a significant impact on the battle against the disease. Unfortunately, the volunteers with which I am supplied do not show sufficient comprehension, let alone enthusiasm, for the noble work in which they are taking part. In fact, it seems they consider the research part of their punishment. I have tried a few times, though I am but a poor speaker, to convince them that they are contributing to the eradication of one of the greatest plagues tormenting mankind. I had the distinct impression they understood little, but perhaps their stupor was merely the result of the early stages of the illness. Of course, it is impossible to achieve success without significant sacrifices. The overwhelming majority of them will have to lay down their trifling lives on the altar of learning, but this is a sacrifice I am willing to make. Part 2, that's quite long. I never did like rats. This is his words, not mine. I hope I didn't offend. Not because of their obscene tales, but rather on account of their lively, disturbing intelligence. They are always listening when a man believes he is talking only to himself. And what's worse, they seem to understand. A few days ago, I caught myself talking to one of them, to a particular large black male with a torn-off ear. At first, I was overcome by panic. Was this a first manifestation of the illness? Of course, that was impossible, for I had fortified my immunity with powerful spells. Upon further consideration, I concluded it was an altogether natural reflex, one even the most learned among us find hard to restrain. We mages like to be listened to. I placed the black rat in a separate cage. The time will come for it to play a part in the test. Meanwhile, it can keep me company and observe. I've noticed it looks with great concentration at the cages of its infected brethren, particularly those in the last stages of illness. Fascinating. Speaking of company, I have none besides the black rat and cannot hope for better. Sarad avoids the laboratory and has expressed his desires for his daughter to steer clear of me as well. At first, I thought he feared a moral scandal, which would be risible in the extreme, but he explained the true reason in due course. It seems Annabelle has possessed a fragile psychic constitution. Observing the ill might throw her into foul humors. The peasants taking part in the study have stopped speaking to me. I don't know what they believe this little act of defiance will serve. It does me no harm. They made for lousy conversation partners. There remains, of course, the woman, but as for her, I try to limit my contact. Day 362. My black rat has died. Today I found him curled up in his cage. I suspected he had become infected on accident, but during the autopsy I did not uncover any signs of illness. He was also perfectly well fed. Strange. From a medical point of view, his death remains unexplained, something which I must admit irritates the scholar in me. But as mentioned previously, I am not particularly fond of rats. Mage Alexander. Alright, that's enough reading. I was waiting for the resident sleepers to appear in the chat.
All have left me.
Resident sleeper. Anyways, alright.